Welcome to the tvnews.tv for Friday, March 25th, 2011. Brought to you by the Turner Alumni Group Celebration. It happens November 12th at Hilton Atlanta. For details, go to Turner Alumni Group Celebration on Facebook. Hello, I'm Jeff Grimshaw, and we begin with our regular Friday feature, the Sports TV News. Now, everyone knows that so far, March Madness has been doing insane ratings. But with us now is Eric Mackerlin, who knows some folks who aren't too mad about how well March Madness is performing. Eric.
That's right, Jeff. We've got some very, very interesting numbers and trends here that we ought to share with you. Like you said, the ratings for March Madness, whether we're talking over the air or on mobile devices, have been fantastic thus far. But the less reported story is how America is shutting off the other major sports to watch the NCAA tournament. Last Sunday, both the NBA on ABC and the NHL on NBC had season-low ratings, both programs, even though they had great matchups. So there were Lakers and the Suns on ABC and the Penguins and the Rangers on NBC. Great matchups, bad ratings. Over on Fox, there was a NASCAR race, and it, rather than continue the trend of increased ratings over 2010, this time the NASCAR race dropped 17% over the same week in 2010. But what happens next weekend? The NHL and the NBA are going to go dark on the network for the Sweet 16 and then come back later. NASCAR is going to boldly step into the void on Sunday at 3 o'clock for a race from Fontana, California. But what does this tell us? It says to me that the smart money when it comes to other TV sports is to clear the decks when it comes to the first round, okay? You should not be competing against the NCAA when they go with their play-in games or their traditional first-round games, okay? The level of interest is in the tournament is at its height, and so will be the ratings in cumulative terms. So if you want to take a week off, take the first weekend of the tournament off and then try to slip in the second weekend during the Sweet 16 after most of those teams disappear.
Well, I can't help but think and call it Isaac Newton marketing. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It looks like that's happening in kind of a backlash to other sports franchises. Eric, we thank you. Very interesting. And we will see you next week.
Saturday, November 12th, the Turner Alumni Group Celebration happens at the Hilton Atlanta. All Turner employees, past and present, are invited to join special honored guest Ted Turner, host Bill Tush, plus all of your Turner colleagues and pals for a mega event that's been 3.5 decades in the making. For information and registration, head on over to the Turner Alumni Group Celebration page on Facebook.
Well, it looks like intuitive advertising, I love that phrase, just took another giant leap forward, courtesy of the good people at Facebook. And here's what I mean about intuitive advertising. Now, Facebook crafts what ads that you see based on what you post, but it's always been way after the fact, up until now. Facebook has embarked upon real-time intuitive advertising. So if you post something about the weather, you might instantly see an ad for the TV news and one of our many stories about the Weather Channel. I like it. I like it a lot. It's in its testing stage right now, and it's kind of like a good neighbor. State Farm is there, and you know what? You get help, but in a very real sense, not an asinine sense like the State Farm campaign. And finally, what is up with the very indie network Reelz Channel? First, Reelz scored huge by picking up the history jettisoned The Kennedys, and you know what? They have seen viewership double even before the premiere in early April. Now Reelz Channel has announced another franchise premiere in April, Game On with John Sally, a weekly sort of pop culture imitates movies and vice versa. Now Sally is a former NBA standout and former co-host of FSN's Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
Well, the TV news wants to connect with you on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. And here's how we all can connect. Sign on as a sponsor of the TV News, and this is what you get. You get our this close to 325,000 views by media decision makers, plus a big presence in the tvnews.tv social marketing initiative, which Clout.com calls meaningful within the TV industry and possessing true reach. To become a beloved sponsor of the TV News, send us an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. And that about does it for this edition of the TV News. We'll be back on Monday, led by Gabriel Reyes and the Hispanic Media Report. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. We thank you very much for watching, and as always, go out and make it a great weekend.